So let's talk a little about neighborhoods, right? You guys are all over. There's got to be certain neighborhoods that are not in play because if it costs $700K to build a home and homes aren't selling for more than that amount, obviously you're never going to make money. You got to buy the lot, et cetera. So what are some of the big hits for you? Like, I know you're 80 homes in a lot of neighborhoods, but give us a taste of where do you find a lot of value? Where are you hunting every day?
So obviously the real easy ones are Roscoe Village, North Center, and everybody you have talked to, all the new construction or builders, they all are hunting there because they want the next off-market lot that they can, they'll go. And these homes typically go. So we are in it.
What's a 25 by 125 lot going for in Roscoe Village?
If you can get your hands on it, probably between 520 and 550.
Okay.
For 25 by 125 lot. But what we found is the real value right now is Irving Park.
Yeah, let's hear it. Might be, man. Let's talk.
Yeah, west of California, and then to the expressway, and then from Addison to the south and Irving to the north. That small pocket of streets like Albany, Richmond, Mozart. I feel like the reason people are gravitated towards Roscoe and North Center and all these places because they're kid friendly with a lot of amenities close by. Irving Park provides the same without the big price tag. You can still get we're going heavy bets on Irving Park for this year and next year. So we got 5 projects there, more than anywhere else. And we're always like to go back to Roscoe and North Center. We like Lincoln Square a lot. That park anchors, large parks, are the anchors for all these developments. So with Irving Park, we like the fact that it is equidistant to Corner Park, Independence Park, Expressway, Western Avenue, and, all the blue lines, everything else. So that's where we are placing a lot of bets on with Irving Park.
Are you doing 100% owner occupied builds? Or are you doing any sort of anything for the investor side?
Yeah, so we can ask us, the question to ask us is where do we get our money from? So we raise our money from investors, and some of the investors are silent investors. Some of them are, kind of semi-active. We don't like investors coming into our process-related decision-making, but, we still do involve them. We raise capital and we form an LLC with the investors, and we get the financials at the bank and do all of that. But one thing that I have always shied away from is building in the suburbs. And I kind of, I need challenges. So we kind of, went by and made the decision to go to the suburbs as well. So we have our first 4-home development in Woodridge near Ramon. So that's.
Are you saying that positively or are you saying it negatively? How's it going?
I feel like, you need to spend some time to know the mentality of the suburban home buyer versus the city buyer. We got the city buyer covered. We can tell anybody who walks in, but for the suburban home buyer, it's different. And we are spending a lot of time learning about that, but we have a great location. So we're building the first one, and then we're excited to build more there as well in the suburbs.
Well, I think the government's very different too. It's funny that some things that you worry about in the city, and there's things you get away with in the city that the suburbs are all over. So that's got to be a total challenge for you.
Yeah, I actually prefer the inspectors in the city.
Yeah, I agree to a point. Yeah, at least you really know what to expect with them a lot of times.
I built an Arlington Heights once, and it was just a nightmare. The inspectors really give it. They're very. It's this different process over there.
Yeah. Well, think about this in Arlington Heights right now, and maybe it's a bad example because they got a bunch of stuff going on. But take Woodridge. I mean, there's probably only a couple dozen projects going on for a handful of inspectors where they all know, they all talk every day. My dad was a building inspector for many years, so these towns they don't have as much to do.
Yeah, they don't, and they are they know who you are. They know. So one good thing which we really appreciated was from the village of Woodridge was they called us for an in-person meeting before the project started, just to let us know what the rules were, and we really appreciated that. I was like, well, why wait for these guys to make mistakes and then catch them versus preemptively call them to a meeting so that see who these guys are and then talk to them. And they sat us in a conference room and they went over everything and they're like, do this, and this, and you'll be good. And that's what we're doing. And we're having a pretty smooth experience, I would say.
Yeah,
different profit. Yeah, that's all.
that's pretty normal in the suburbs, but like you could tell in your voice, you're shocked coming out of the city.
I know. He's more important than what like.
You thought someone's wrong. Like they're gonna kick me off the lot. Like you probably thought, things are gonna happen. Like they want to get ahead of everything the city deals with on the rear.
Yeah, we love our Chicago inspectors. So they've known us and they've known our projects. So we follow the rules. We don't cut any corners. So they're expecting to see something and they see it and then they're happy. So and that's what we want to keep.
The key with that is